not a red flag, but it's a halt for sure if a man is childless or has never been married.
Why?
Because I feel like, have you really fully ever really committed to anything in your life?
So, okay, right? So, commitment, are you saying that a committing to a relationship
Like, I just feel
holds
like
a higher regard than committing to maybe like his job?
Yeah.
You know what
no,
I'm saying?
no,
I've
I'm
been in a job
saying it
15
like,
years.
yeah, but
That's
but you committed to a job. What I'm saying is, it's hard being in relationships. And for a fact, I know a man that has a child or has been in a marriage, especially a long-term marriage, even if it wasn't successful, understands what it is to be in something even when you don't want to be there. And I feel like when you don't have a tie to something, you can make those decisions. Like, I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you introduce kids, when you understand the depths of having a child or being married, you view things differently. In my opinion, I want a man with kids. I want to see how I have kids. I want to see who you are as a father. I don't have the time to be gambling to figure out who you are as a dad. That's something that I need to know how you. This is the thing about the devil you know thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I have kids.
Yeah.
So there's a part of needing to know certain things before I enter into them because of the sake of it's not just me.
Yeah, this is just crazy. This woman says a man that's over 30 years old, if he doesn't have any kids or he never been married, he doesn't know what commitment really is. That's just crazy to say. I feel like men that's over 30 that don't have kids, they smart. They not just smashing anything and getting women pregnant. They actually are looking for the one, I'm sure. Because look, I'm almost 30 years old and I don't have any kids. And I see that as being mindful versus just trying to have intercourse with these women. I see us men that's approaching 30 or already in our 30s that don't have kids as having discipline. If you know how to have discipline, that's very important, because it's a lot of men out here that's just smashing anything moving and getting women pregnant, having 3-4 baby moms, and that's not it. So you can't sit up there and say a man that's in his 30s and he doesn't have any kids or he never been married as having problems with commitment. That's not true at all. Have you thought that maybe this man is looking for the right woman to have kids with and to get married to? Have you thought about that for a change? See, I think a lot of these women just want men to just be smashing anything and just for them to say that they have kids. Wouldn't you rather a man that's disciplined, that doesn't have kids, and he knows what he wants? Because if you're around 30 or in your 30s and you a man and you don't have any kids, you must be doing something right. I'm not saying that men that's in their 30s that have kids isn't doing something right, because there are men in their 30s that have kids and married and they have a great family. But you have those men, like I said, they got 3-4 different baby moms. That's not doing good. They just knocking down anything. I definitely disagree with what this woman is saying, but I do see her standpoint of saying she wants a man that already has kids because she has kids herself. Usually most women that have kids want a man to have kids or a kid as well. And usually women that don't have kids much rather a man that doesn't have kids. But I do see women out there that have kids, 2-3 kids by 2-3 different men, saying I deserve a man with no kids and I'm the prize. That's just crazy when they say that. Like, how could you sit up there and call yourself a prize when you got 2-3 different kids by 2-3 different men? Each kid got a different father. That'd be crazy when I be seeing women say that. But yeah, once again, men that don't have kids, that's approaching 30 or already in their 30s, are disciplined. We are smart. And I see women say they like men that have discipline. So I don't see the problem with men not having kids or not having been married or not married and they're approaching 30s or in their 30s, that's just crazy to say. They have commitment problems. But we're going to jump into some comments and see what people have to say about this video. First comment: speak for yourself, because us childless women love running into childless men. Exactly, just like I was saying earlier in the video. Most women that don't have kids love to come across men that don't have kids as well, because most of the time these women want to start a family, and they much rather start a family with a man with no kids versus a man that has kids already. I know me, if I wanted to start a family with a woman, I would hope that she doesn't have kids. I much prefer that she doesn't have kids if I decide I want to have kids, because these are going to be our kids. It's not going to be no stepdad role or none of that. I'm not into that. So that's why I feel like women with no kids much rather have a man with no kids as well. It just makes sense. Next comment: shout out to all the people who are over 30 with no kids and haven't been married. We get talked about all the time like something is wrong with us, when actually we are the smart ones. Like I was saying, don't rush into anything you are not ready for, and don't let anyone make you feel bad because you chose a different route than most. I'm proud of us. See, like I was saying, these people that's in their 30s with no kids, that haven't been married, they are disciplined. They are waiting to come across the right type of person in order to start this family, in order to get married. Have you thought about that for a change? Just because they in their 30s or just because they don't have kids yet doesn't mean they have commitment issues. They are obviously looking for the right one. And that's actually smart, versus being in your 30s, having 3-4 different kids by 3-4 different women, or being a baby mom with 3-4 different baby dads. That's not it. So you can't sit up there and bash a woman or a man that's in their 30s that doesn't have any kids or haven't been married. They are actually the smart ones. Next comment: a responsible man is a red flag. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on now. That's just straight up delusional for you to say a man with no kids or a man that hasn't been married and he's in his 30s is a red flag. Is crazy. How? This man is smart. This man has discipline. You much rather a man that has 3-4 different kids by 3-4 different women versus a man who has no kids, never been married. He's smart. He knows what he wants. You should be applauding this man, not talking down on him. Next comment: she's a baby mom and knows that no successful and wise man without kids want her. Now she's just acting like she's the one choosing. Girl, ain't nobody want you except they need you. Yeah, this woman is a baby mom. So she knows that her best bet is to go after men with kids, because she has a higher chance of getting a man with kids, which she stated in the video that she much rather a man with kids because he doesn't have problems with commitment. So, hey, whatever floats your boat, go with it. Next comment: and a woman with more than 2 BDs is a red flag. Yeah, man, these women be having 2, 3, or even 4 different baby dads. That's a walking red flag in my opinion. I would not want to date a woman or even get into a relationship with a woman with all them baby dads. That's just a headache waiting to happen. What man with no kids, never been married, will want to sign up for that headache? I don't know one man on this earth that's choose me when it comes to these women with multiple baby dads. So this woman just needs to realize, when you have kids, it's better to go after a man with kids as well. And there's nothing wrong with a man in his 30s that doesn't have kids and never been married. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do y'all agree with this woman that men that's in their 30s that doesn't have kids and never been married have problems with committing? Or do y'all disagree with this woman and say that men in their 30s don't have problems with committing and they are actually the smart and disciplined individuals? But that's all I got for you guys, and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, and until next time, I'm gone. Peace.